I get carried away sometimes, and I just start I start doing stuff, and then I'll kind of, then I'll be sitting in the car in my minivan on the way to work, being like, oh, I don't know, how can I fuck with these guys? Let me think it through a little bit. And I decided to send Bashk and Mitch to this alternate area that Mitch has sort of been interacting with a little bit in his dreams. But now, really what happened was that there was this sort of pinprick in the two realities that flowed into the closest person to this little opening, which was Dry Colmay. And then once that force had found itself inside Dry Colmay, it identified who it needed, spread out, took him, gone. And that is kind of what happened in my mind. Do you guys have any theories about where Bashk and Mitch went last episode?
I mean, game mechanics wise, like I'm trying to figure out like if it's just a different plane, which I would assume it would be. But I know nothing about how interplane dimensions and travel works in the game. So yeah, I think it's just like some weird pocket dimension that these powerful beings have to fuck with people. It's like their little fun room.
Well, and you saw, the Deuce and Volodmira sort of almost being friendly in a room together until they were called upon seemingly to reenact the subject of this dream that you've had over and over again. And of course, then you arrived at this revelation that sort of the final player in this tit for tat, kill interaction that happened down in the dueling pit, that final player was Lindsay, the bard, who you assume is either reconnoitering in some hex right now with the other NPCs, or she's at Oleg's trading post. You don't know. And then Bashk Trand sort of had himself sort of a bit of an event. Both of you guys sort of got separated immediately, taken to two different areas. Bashk meets this nymph that tells him, hey, you got to help this druid out. He's senile and he's about to be tormented and killed. And he must live for Sirio to take the crown. And Bashk went, well, all right.
Yeah, I just said let's roll with it. No clue where I was, no clue what plane, if he's on a different plane, anything else. And she was able to speak Druid. The nymph was able to speak Druid, so I was like, all right, you seem trustworthy. I don't know any evil druids, so let's do this.
Yeah, that was an awesome combat. That fight,
that was fun.
With the bear, like get the guy getting pushed back into the bear's arms, just waiting for him to clobber him. That was sweet.
That druid was a lot tougher than my little druid, but yeah, it was a good time.
And of course, Dry Colmay confused. Sirio, Brun, the Hell Ripper, and Tenru the Hunter were left to deal with these plant dudes, these little twiggies. And that's where we rejoin the game. You're sitting out here in the plains of the Gnarl Marches, the northern Gnarl Marches. You are on your way to where Tenru tells you her party is, her ex-party. Because that ex-party, those Technic League slavers have 4 slaves that they are planning on taking back to Numeria. And Tenru's told you that if she doesn't meet up with them, they're going to ice the slaves and then leave.
Did she say it like that? Did she say they're going to ice the slaves? Does she?
Yeah, she said ice them.
She said ice them? All right.
She said they'll kill them. I don't know. I was just trying something. But you're right. So kill would be the better word.
I mean, I'm not there to ask like kind of clarifications on that, but I'm kind of wondering like if that's like if that's an assumption of hers, or if like that's their protocol, like that if one of their trappers and one of their escorts or the bounty hunters goes missing, they just randomly kill slaves.
Well, the thought is, and maybe you've asked her about this, but what she tells you is that, well, look, the trapper is supposed to bring injured, people to be enslaved, but the trapper can't travel with them alone. So Brun the Hell Ripper and Tenru travel with the slaves to meet up with the other Technic League slavers that have more slaves, and then they all together with that security in numbers can escort all the prisoners back. But if the party falls apart, the risk becomes too great, and the protocol is, okay, the 3 of us or the 4 of us really can't go 1-to-1 on these prisoners.
Sure.
And, so that's kind of the risk. That was the
that makes sense to me.
Method.
Okay.
and I've been thinking a little bit about Tenru the Hunter. She kind of talks like this. She's sort of like, guys, I don't know about, I think this is uncomfortable. She's kind of got this like, sounds
like a millennial.
Very refined, like a millennial, not like an elder millennial like me, like some of these millennials that like grew up with yahoo.com, in the AOL chat rooms. She grew up in AOL chat rooms.
That's us.
When were you born?
I was born in none of this is going in. I was born in 1983.
And what's the last 4 of your social?
Yeah.
Right.
What's your zip code?
My zippy. What's your zippy? Okay. Whatever. So I just pretend I just told you Brun's explanation for why they're going to kill the slaves.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I get it.
That's deep.
Ooh, I get it.
Ooh, I get it.
It all makes sense now.
Okie dokie.
Now, I don't know what you guys were thinking about, like, Mitch and Bashk right now. We've kind of left them in an ambiguous place in the narrative. But as
we?
Yeah, well, I did.
Yeah.
You guys
just wanted to clarify that.
Right. I've left them there. But as this fight as the dust clears and as you get Dry back into his state of mind, and as you're standing around, really, Bashk and Mitch do not reappear. And it's Harim, it's Dundee, it's Tenru the Hunter, Brun the Hell Ripper, Sirio, Dry, standing around in this field amongst these burning, smoldering plants. What do you do?
So Sirio's still a little bit deaf for a few rounds, but even so...
Oh, I forgot about that.
He's going to go over to where Mitch was standing and start doing some detect magic to see if I can pick up any kind of auras or traces of any magic.
There is a slight halo in a circle around where Mitch stood and where Bashk stood. And there is one around where Dry was standing when he became confused in this square. So there's 3 of these little auras, but it's fading fast. It's conjuration magic.
I'm going to ask Tenru if she knows anything about it. Because no sooner did we let her free than Bashk and Mitch will go missing.
That's true. She just goes, I don't know. I figured they ran away. I figured they left, teleported. I was surprised. I didn't think you could do that. I guess you can't.
I don't know. What do you say we camp here for the night and see if they come back?
Yeah,
I don't want to move on. I don't want to move on.
Yeah, well, and really, you guys were interrupted in the middle of your rest anyway. I mean, it's the dead of night right now.
Resume our camping activity.
There's extra firewood laying around now.
I was going to say, I'm going to throw one of these bush people on the fire.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you do that. The fire warms you up. It grows. Yeah, they're great kindling.
I'm a little worried about Tenru and Braun the Hell Ripper just roaming around the camp now, since we had him, cuffed up about 30 minutes ago.
She goes, if it'll make you feel better, here. And she'll dismiss the Hell Ripper back to where he came from. And she'll walk up to you, and she'll just put her wrists together. She's like,
I'm not going to tie you back up. Just don't try to murder me in my sleep.
Dundee is apoplectic. He is just, I don't know. What sound does a crocodile make when they're unhappy? What do they do?
I don't know.
But he's making that sound. He's not okay. And he keeps walking over to where Bashk was standing when he disappeared. And he keeps kind of looking up toward the sky and down toward the ground, and just kind of, it just doesn't make sense to him. He's not okay. And eventually he'll come over to where Dry is standing, and he'll just lay down at Dry's feet, just unsure what to do.
Well, if I'm sleeping, I'm going to lay down next to Dundee and just take a nap. We'll be buddies till we can find Bashk.
You wake up the next morning. They're not there. They're not there. They're just gone.
I don't know what to do, Chris. Do you have any ideas?
I don't really either. Aside from waiting here to see if they come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask Kareem if he has any kind of anything, like a spell, maybe a commune with his god. Call Grotus, be like, hey, where my boy's at?
He's been somber, uncharacteristically somber, which for him is a lot. And he just he's crestfallen. He's confused about this whole thing, and he just says, I don't believe this was natural. I don't believe this was supposed to happen.
Fucking detective right there.
Yes. It's almost as if I can hear Mitchell right now. It's almost as if he were here. I don't believe they're gone. Whatever force whisked them away, let's hope that they're on our side. Well, we have to trust that they'll come back to us when they can.
All right, Sirio, this begs the questions. Do we push forward?
Tenru's like, we gotta go. They're gonna kill those slaves.
How many slavers are there at this camp, Tenru?
4.
4 of them, 4 of us, and we've got Dundee and Hoot. Let's forward.
Go. Fuck it, let's go.
You guys begin moving, and she stands for a moment. I'll lead you where you want to go. We'll free these people, and I'll go with you back to wherever you're set up, and I'll stand trial, I suppose, but I want it noted what I did here. I have no love for these colleagues of mine at all. Maybe I can find some sort of home where you are.
So here's what I'm thinking about that, Tenru. Knowing a little bit more about your past and the fact that you helped us, that definitely weighs in your favor. Another thing, as I was trying to pass the time on watch last night, I realized that our charter doesn't give us a whole lot of jurisdiction here. This is the Gnarl Marshes, and we can't really claim any of this land, so I don't think I have a lot of authority to even put you on trial. I was just kind of pondering that last night.
Oh, yes, you're correct. An extraterritorial application of your authority would likely be frowned upon by the authorities. She actually will visibly relax on this, and she, as we established, I think a couple episodes ago, she looked at your charter but didn't read it. She didn't know, but she's like, okay, well, here's the deal. I can give you some information about who we're going to be running up against if you want.
I mean, what do you say, Dry? That'd probably be helpful.
Yeah.
There's a sorceress. Her name is Clois. Real piece of work. Technic League leadership. I don't know what she's capable of, really, but what I can tell you is that you might want to take her down first. Wendell, on the other hand, nothing in his bloodline makes him special, just hours behind the books. He probably won't hurt you, but he might affect you. He's more backup. The other 2, I'm not even sure what their names are. They're just hired muscle.
Instead of having names, do they have letters as their name? Like
I
A
think
and
they.
B?
Yeah. In my mind, they are A and B.
They're A and B, okay. Well, knowing this, I'm going to have a chat with Dry, so I think when we approach, I think we do well to stay spread out. Because if they're anything like me or Bashk,
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't have to say rest in peace. Hopefully he comes back. We don't want them to hit us all with one lucky spell.
Yeah, I agree.
And Tenru, about how far away would you say the camp is?
I think we could be there late afternoon if we go now.
Let's go.
Let's do it. And Dry, I know you're pretty good at sneaking around in the woods. I don't know if you do okay on the plains here. Is the grass tall at all?
There's a set of burial mounds that they're taking shelter in. We don't know what or who they commemorate.
The burial mounds?
They're amongst them. Yep. They might be hiding behind them, or not many people are around these parts, so they may not be taking any effort to hide themselves. But if I'm late, they'll think something is up.
Why don't we have her walk in and try to deceive them to draw their attention?
You guys could pretend to be slaves.
She could already have the Hell Ripper out, just because. If she doesn't turn on us in the middle of the fight anyways. I mean, we don't...
Could work.
We don't know what's going to happen regardless.
You guys all cuff up and...
I'm not cuffing up.
Yeah, now normally would she and her summoned demon thing be able to normally escort 3 potential slaves? Or, typically, I mean, we could bloody up Harim and cuff him.
Whoa.
Oh, hey, hey. I didn't agree to this. Look, yeah, I mean, a ruse like that could be a good idea, but the problem is that there's only, well, I don't know, you guys already talked about you don't want to use manacles, so you only have one set of handcuffs on you. But then again, you could, yeah, some kind of ruse could work. You don't have the trapper, but you do have Tenru and Brun.
So I like the idea of her leading in a potential slave, and I'll volunteer to be that guy. And then would I be able to make like a thievery or a deception check with the manacles to make them appear as though I'm handcuffed? But really, I could just pop them off.
Yeah, it would be, I think, a stealth check.
Okay.
I think I'd look at that, but yeah, I think it'd either be stealth or thievery. I imagine you're about the same in either of them.
Yeah, I'm the same in both.
There's a deception skill. Maybe that would be it.
Ooh, the deception skill. Yeah, it's wherever, that's that, whatever Pullman object, wherever that got rolled into. I want to say that's thievery or stealth. But then again, deception is the disguise thing, so I don't know.
You can trick or mislead others using disguises, lies, and other forms of subterfuge.
I think it would be deception.
All right, that's my best skill.
Is it really?
Interesting.
So yeah, so you guys are messing around with it, and yeah, you're able to kind of manipulate the cuffs to make them look locked, but that you can whip them off really easily, and it looks convenient. It looks convincing.
All right, here we go. Ooh, 17 plus 11, 28.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that roll. We weren't quite there yet, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll give you that roll. Okay, so you travel for most of the day, and just as Tenru said, you do see on the horizon a plateau, and like little dots, like little ants on a small hill way down in front of you. You see what are likely sort of burial mounds, like stones, flat stones, kind of stacked up and up on each other. You're not close enough to see any people there, but Tenru says this is the place.
Well, I think Sirio and Tenru should start walking ahead.
What's the rest of the party doing?
I'm going to use the Quiet Allies feat again.
Okay. And how close are you going to try to get? I mean, I figure you guys probably got to be nearby in case.
I'm going to try to get what time of day is it?
3 or 4 p.m. It's late afternoon, daylight, but it's still light outside. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to get close enough to where I can make them out, but far enough away to where I just can't hear them.
Okay. You want to try to get 100 feet away?
Yeah.
150 feet away?
Something like that.
Are we putting Brad on Harim and Donnie on Tenru, maybe? So you guys got something to do? Give me less to do?
That's fine. Yeah.
Sure. I guess that means Bashk isn't showing back up.
It hasn't happened
yet. That's what you're
yet.
saying. It hasn't happened yet. All right.
Yeah, these are your new characters, by the way. You guys get used to them.
Yeah. These are your new.
Oh my God.
Read into
Dude,
them.
I would be all done. I'm out.
Dude, battle clerics are amazing.
Who's got the lowest stealth modifier amongst
That's got to be Harim.
It might not even be listed.
Not even on here, Mike.
Negative.
Untrained.
Yeah.
That's just your dex.
Yep. 0.
Oh,
Okay.
Harim.
Harim, it's a straight roll for Harim, but you
Couldn't
get...
hear you. What'd you say?
Yeah. Just roll a
Harim's
d20.
like- he's just like, praise grows. No, but because Dry's got the Quiet Allies, because he's instructing Harim, then Harim gets to add 4 to this roll. He gets his level plus the trained proficiency from Dry.
That is a 13 on the die. So what's that, a 17 adjusted?
I suppose it is.
Oh boy.
Well, okay.
It's probably right on the bubble.
I got to look this up.
We're just gonna role play. We're gonna role play the shit out of this.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
I mean, I guess we should chat with Tenru about that. I mean,
Yeah, what's
really
the lie?
just present me as a slave. You could smack me around a little bit. That could be fun.
So we're gonna show. Well, no, we're gonna show the scar on your leg.
Oh yeah. I got caught in a bear
caught.
trap.
There was a fight. They killed the trapper, but she came across. He was late. She went to go find him and found this, and is bringing him to the group.
Oh, and look, we also found a cleric.
Well, no, you're back here with me.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not out there.
Okay. Oh, I see where I am. Okay.
But what are we doing? Like, I know we're going in there. We're telling this big lie. Chris is a prisoner. She captured. But what is the end
hopefully
game?
while we're talking and stuff, you guys can continue
Closer?
Yeah, closer, and then just open up.
It's going to take Harim 8 years to get there, just so you know.
Or maybe get in a good position, or maybe able to see where
what's the trigger?
Where the prisoners are.
Yeah, Mike, where are the prisoners?
Well, you're not there yet.
Do you want us to signal you? And when we signal you, here comes the cavalry.
Why do you just need to know what the signal is?
I think when Mike says roll for initiative, that's a good signal.
That's a great signal.
You hear a voice from the sky.
Well, I mean, if
That
we're
really, I mean, if you're keeping an eye on us, if you could see them, I guess become hostile or start to attack us, that'd be a good signal.
I didn't know if you wanted to try to take them by surprise.
I don't have a flare spell. That's what I need.
But so what's the end game of sending Sirio in?
Really, my goal is to go into their camp, be presented as a prisoner, future slave, and get put with the group of slaves.
That's
and I can pop off the manacles and try to free them. As far as making a commotion or something to signal you guys, I don't know. If you see like magical fire from me, let that be the signal.
When Chris casts burning hands across the field,
right.
Let's go. I mean, all right, you guys just go in. Let's figure out. We'll just YOLO it, see what happens.
All right, so Brun the Hell Ripper is there. He's standing close to you for the first time, Sirio, and there's heat coming off of him. He's just like, he's a furnace. He's a walking furnace. It's just so creepy.
That Brun, he's so hot right now.
He's so hot right now. He's so hot all the time. And, he's a construct, right? He's a machine, but he's sort of alien technology. But he appears to breathe. He's like respirating. And you can't decide if that was like something that his creator just gave him to make him look and seem more, alive. Or whether he is himself somehow alive and also a machine, like what we would think of as like a cyborg, right? In any event, you put the manacles on. You had a great disguise roll or deception roll on that. And you begin to walk up with Brun the Hell Ripper to your left, Tenru the Hunter to your right. And you're approaching this burial mound, and you see a lot of things confirming what Tenru has told you. You see who you believe must be Clois, this young sorceress with long blonde hair, wearing red and pink robes. And you see who you think must be Wendell, an older man, long gray hair, gray beard. Both of these casters are human, by the way. This guy is older, but he still seems, young and spry, at least looking. And then you also see two other human men who must be the hired muscle. And you can see that there's this burial mound, just as Tenru told you. And there are also 4 shrouded and bound prisoners nearby. They're wearing cloaks. One appears to be a half-orc. One appears to be a half-elf. You see Jathel, and you see Tassim, the thaumaturge, the rat folk. And they are bound together in a chain gang. So there's one large chain that's threaded through an anklet that each of them wears. And they're all seated together. The 2 hired muscle guys seem to be engaged in digging with with crude tools. They are digging down underneath the burial mound.
Grave robbers.
Within about 50 feet now. And the 2 casters, Clois and Wendell, they stand up, they take notice, and they begin to approach. And they meet you guys out. There's about 10 feet now separating you, and you're getting close to the burial mound now. You're within their camp. And Wendell waves. Tenru, welcome back. Where's Horace? Where's the trapper? Who's this? I'm fucking Tenru, aren't I? Oh no, well you know what, Donnie, you be Tenru.
All right. So yeah, Tenru lays out the whole plan that we hatched, and she's like, "Get him!" No, that would be bad.
Dang it!
She's like, "It worked."
Get him! No, she lays out and she goes through what we talked about of Horace. Is that what we said? The trapper's
Horace.
name? I literally just said I wasn't listening to.
Yeah,
you.
I just made it up.
So Horace isn't going to make it. This one was caught in one of Horace's traps, but was able to kill Horace. But I was able to subdue him and bring him. So Horace will not be showing up.
Oh, it's my brother's son, also known as my nephew.
Fucking nepotism on top of everything else.
Clois is eyeing you guys.
Yeah, and I'm kind of hanging my head, defeated and not really cowering, but, shoulders slumped and just kind of like trying to be small against Brun the Hell Ripper.
Close looks over at Sirio and says, "What's your name?"
My name? You need to
Wrong.
know my name?
You have no name. What's your name?
Can I fake cry? I'm going to kind of try to muscle up some tears and say, I don't have a name.
Make a performance check.
Oh, I'm performing now. Here we go, boys.
Here we go.
Dance, monkey,
Dance, monkey, dance. Let's look at the sheet. Performance.
Oh, there you go.
That's a skill. Okay.
It is a skill. Right. Not one that I
So
have.
what happens?
But it is a skill.
Performance? Or deception? Or performance? Performance. Nat 20. Woo! Oh! 24. I add 4, so 24.
The tears are streaming down your face.
And the Oscar
balling.
goes to...
You must be using as inspiration something from your past. What memory is Sirio calling upon right now to bawl in front of these slavers?
So I really haven't gone too much into my family history, but I have 2 brothers. Both are much, much older. One's, I think, 10 years. One's 12 years older than me. So I was bullied a lot. So it kind of brought up some of those memories. And yeah.
She just sort of sneers at this, and she just says, "Put him with the others. He'll do fine." And really, before you know it, you're being escorted over to the chain gang. And
I think Tenru would say, well, Brun can take him over there.
Can he do that now? He can, huh? All right, Brun, do it. And Brun will, with this strong metallic hand, take Sirio by the nape of his, jacket or whatever he wears, and bring him over to the chain gang. He makes to begin installing an anklet on Sirio over that scar on his right ankle. It's going to take a couple of minutes, but this has now begun.
Wait, so they're locking Sirio up?
Yeah, and Tenru is sort of standing there like, okay. She's just, watching it go.
Okay, so Jathel's at the top there.
Yeah, so so I've kind of revealed these tokens to you. It looks like Jathel, Tassum, the half-elf, and the half-orc are in the chain gang, and then Sirio is getting inserted at the southern end of the chain gang next to this half-orc. Sirio, what do you do as this is happening?
Yeah, so while Brun's, I guess, clasping on this ankle bracelet thing, I'm still not chained up. I'm just being prepared to be chained up, right?
Yeah, you're fake bound in the manacles, and basically if you stand here for the next 2 to 3 minutes, you're going to be... And really, there's a tool that they have for this that just sort of pinches together this metal rivet around the chain, and there's no way to get in or out of this thing except, like, it doesn't lock with a key. It's just you're permanently in this until, I guess, you get cut out of it by another tool or something.
And then it's just a chain that runs through a ring or something?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And then the end of this chain, how is that secured? Is it looped back on itself and secured?
Yeah, there's a bolt at the end of this metal chain that prevents it from running through. It's thicker than the rings in each anklet. So it's, and with you getting added to the chain gang, there's not a lot of slack now between you guys. You think that there's about 5 feet total of slack, so that if you were in this chain gang, there could only ever exist like a 5-foot gap between the 5 of you, like this, for example, That's all you could do.
Okay, so really the chain isn't secured to anything like the ground. It's just the prisoners who are chained together, and just kind of makes them
correct.
not as mobile.
Correct. Yeah. And you're considered flat-footed with this thing on you, and your speed is cut down.
The other prisoners, you said they were hooded?
Yeah, they're wearing coats and hoods to protect them from the weather and stuff like that, but they're conscious, and they're just kind of sitting there all together.
Like full hood,
No, they are not like hooded, like not, like when Batman takes someone to his secret lair and doesn't want them to know how they got there. Yeah, they're not hooded that way. They're just wearing cloaks with the hoods up.
Okay. So yeah, I guess while Brun's still trying to secure this ankle thing on me, I'm going to take a look at the bolt between each prisoner, which is really the only thing keeping them secured to the chain.
Right. So there's a bolt at the end of the chain and at the beginning of the chain, but otherwise the 5 of you
so they can
move
move
freely along the chain.
Okay.
And there used to be a lot more slack in this chain, but now there's less now that you're getting added into it.
So would I be correct to assume that to be added to the chain, one of the bolts would have to be removed?
You know what? You're right. Yeah. So Brun is. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, you're correct. So the bolt at the end of the chain. Okay. Let's update the timeline right now. The anklet has now been fitted on you. It can't be removed now except with strength or this tool that Brun is using. Now Brun is working on removing the bolt from the end of the chain so that it can be threaded through your ring. And then he'll have to put the bolt back on to finish imprisoning you.
So Tenru is going to look over and go, "Oh, hold on, Brun. Hold on. Let me show you the right way to do that." And run over, right, to help. And is going to try to get the tool and slip it to Sirio.
Ooh, okay. Make a deception check.
Hold on.
First of all.
Oh, I like this.
Shit. Something went wrong, says Roll 20. Maybe that's a...
Something's about to go
yes,
wrong.
It did. Yes, it did. What am I rolling? Deception check?
Yeah.
All right.
Tenru is good at this. She's got a +8 mod.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Natural 1.
that's a natural one.
God damn
That
it.
is a crit fail.
That is a crit failure.
Hey, Harim, you just want to go back the other way and see what's cracking? Maybe we can find the other two.
God damn it.
You know,
could have done something really cool in the story. Had a really cool moment. And
This will still be a cool moment.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well-
she does it with the hand that everybody can see. And everybody's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
She gets her left and her right hands
Yes, exactly.
mixed up. So, okay, so what did I say? Where were we? So the anklet is on and Brun is working to get the bolt off the chain. So what this means is that the 4 prisoners are still in the chain gang together, but Sirio is just fake manacled right now. Mm-hmm. You know, meanwhile, we'll say that Harim, Dry, Hoot, and Dundee, who's waddling along, have worked themselves now to be about 90 feet away.
Bow range. Good.
I just want to be within bow range.
You guys are prone right now in the tall grass. So you'll have to get up and stuff like that when this melee breaks out. And
Not
it's
Dundee.
happening, by the way.
Not Dundee.
Yeah, not Dundee. Yeah, Dundee.
He can
is-
never be
Dundee's just
prone
gonna
because he's
stay
always
back here.
prone.
Well, nobody can command Dundee except for himself, so
That's true.
unless Dundee feels the need to get into this
that's a
fight,
good
he's
point. That's a
probably
good
not going to
point.
do anything.
You can
Yeah.
command Dundee with a nature check.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in reality, he'll very likely just sort of stay near Dry, unless Dry you want to try to send him in.
No, I'm
He's
not
got
going
a broken heart. Poor
I don't
Dundee.
want to accidentally kill Dundee with Bastion around.
So what's the consequences of this failed check? Like,
Right.
Roll for perception. I mean, roll for initiative.
Nothing good, Donnie.
right?
Nothing
Yeah,
good.
no, I figure that, but it's like, do I go ahead? She would realize, I think at this point the jig is up, right?
I mean, you could do a 0 check on that, couldn't you?
Oh, to
could
just
do
go to a failure? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, she's an NPC. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Is she
yeah.
though? Is she?
Well, does Donnie have a character right now?
She is not a non-care player.
I don't know if it's worth it here.
Well,
Well, it would just- it would-
Sirio have the 0 condition anyway right now?
No.
No,
I
nobody knows.
got deafened.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You got
Definitely.
deafened.
No, I think this will be
Well,
more interesting.
It's a crit failure. You'd
Yep.
take it to a failure. I mean, it's still a failure.
Still a
Yeah.
failure. Yeah.
Let's ride this train.
Let's do it. What are they going to do?
She's got a
Close.
name, right? We get a crit fail card. She's got a name.
It
There's
wasn't
one
an
for a
attack.
deception check. Yeah, I don't think there's a crit fail card. Clois whirls around and looks at Tenru. She says, "You've never offered to help anyone in your life. What's going on? But who is this? Stop." And she tells the construct, "Keep doing what you're doing. Tenru, come here."
Wait, can somebody else command the construct?
No.
Yeah, but that's what Clois has said. What does Tenru do? Donna?
Fires electric arc.
That'll do that.
That's a sign.
That is
That
it.
is quickly.
Tenru begins casting.
Fuck.
That triggers the initiative roll.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Some battle music, yeah.
I can't believe you rolled a 1, dude.
Right?
So
I know.
good.
It happens.
I was looking at the characters. She's got really high deception. I'm gonna do something awesome with that.
Oh, Chris, I don't know if you've been paying attention, Chris, but the only things I've rolled in the last 3 episodes are ones.
Oof, yeah.
I know it happens.
What is Dry's initiative?
He rolled a 12 plus an 8. That's an actual 20.
Sirio.
20 plus 10 for 30.
Oh, shit. Really? Natural 20, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Good time to do that. Mitch, wait. Harry.
I was pretty excited to play something with a high wisdom for nice initiative, and I put a 2 on the die. So
there you go.
That's a 9.
And Tenru the Hunter.
It's going to be a total of 10, sir.
Tenru's not having a good game.
She is not.
I suppose like these are people that she knows, kind of. Maybe there's some hesitation there. I don't know.
Sirio, you watched it all happen in slow motion. The moment that Tenru was like, "Let me help you," you were like, "It's over." What do you do?
So Brun the Hell Ripper, has he finished removing the bolt from the end of the chain?
He has not.
He has not. All right.
You have the anklet, but you're not affixed to the chain gang, and you are fake manacled right now.
Now, does Sirio recognize Jathel?
You know her,
From the dinner.
but you know of her, and you would probably know that she and Dry had that time together, during the Black Tier incursion, but you've never spoken to her before.
I'm going to move up the chain, kind of around them. 5, 10, 15, 20. To kind of be back here, right by Jathel, and I'm going to tell her Dry Colmay is here to rescue you.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Do I have... Well, I guess I'm still manacled.
Yeah, you'd probably need that third action to take those off, I would imagine, if you're going to cast.
Yeah, so
I'll let you speak as a free action, so you only spent 1 action so far.
All right, I'll shake the manacles off, and then I guess I'm gonna take a look at what was it, a seek, to kind of find out more information about someone, or I'm gonna use a seek action on Clois.
Clois. All right, roll.
See if I can keep rolling well.
Well, okay, so you can seek or to try to find someone that's hidden, or you can recall knowledge using a recall knowledge skill if you want to try to look at her and try to determine, what she is or isn't good at or stuff like that. You can make a society check or a arcana check.
Oh, well, I'm terrible at those. Well, I said I was going to do it. So yeah, let's do Arcana, since I know she's a spellcaster. 15.
15 total?
I rolled a 15.
Well, what would you like to know about her? I could give you, a weak save.
Would I be able to know what school she is proficient in? Not school, tradition.
Yeah, like what is her... Yeah, because you are also a sorcerer. You know that all different sorcerers cast off a different spell list.
Yeah, I want to know if we're going to have a primal sorcerer battle, or if she's something totally different.
She's a divine spellcaster.
Oh, really?
Oh. Evil, but divine nevertheless.
Next to a bear.
Her, she's got sort of a demon bloodline, you think.
Sounds fun.
Okay.
All right, that's my turn.
It's going to take us to Wendell, the old wizard. He's like, What's happening? First my nephew, and now Tenru the Hunter has turned on us. I don't know, guys. That's what he does.
That's a good Wendell voice. That sounds like a Wendell.
What has happened? Oh, no.
Oh, the tragedy.
It's a shame I'll have to cast an electric arc upon both Tenru and Brun the Hellripper, since they share a health pool.
Oh, no.
That's what he does. I need reflex saves on Tenru the Hunter and Brun the Hellripper.
So shared health pool, what does that mean?
You guys have...
They share the same health pool, but are 2 different targets.
So if they both take the damage.
Double damage.
Yeah.
Or Tenru takes double damage, essentially.
That's...
all right.
That sounds awful.
Where is
I no longer am interested in Summoner.
There's a lot going on.
We may have solved our Tenru problem.
Yeah. The problem is that they're... Yeah, typically you won't have them right next to each other, but Donnie didn't have a lot of say in that.
His natural 1 had a lot to say in that.
All right, 22 for Tenru.
That's a pass.
Oh, he's actually got a higher. Good for him. Another 22.
Whoa. Couple of passes.
So, sorry, shared health pool. So they've both got, total of HP 30 between the two of them. Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if Brun, if Brun is hit and falls to 0, he disappears and Tenru goes unconscious. If Tenru goes unconscious, Brun disappears and is sent back to wherever he came from.
So they both got half damage, so I'm taking full damage of your roll.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
5 damage.
All right.
So really, we'll call it 4 because you each took 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be 4 damage. And then Wendell is going to follow it up with a 1-action cast. A little spell called Force Bolt.
Ooh.
And he's going to shoot that out. He apparently is an evoker. And he's going to shoot a Force Bolt out again, also toward Tenru. Fucking another 1 on the D4. Yeah. Not rolling too well here. So that's going to be an additional 2 damage. Really bad turn from Wendell. He deserves to die. Clovis goes, "Wait, Wendell, you old fool, the other one's running." And she begins casting as well. She's going to hit Sirio Xavier Sertova with a 2-action harm.
Ugh.
Jesus.
What's the range on harm?
2 actions, it's 30 feet. Yep.
Pretty far away.
Oh, fuck. You are.
Yeah.
She moves. She moves to be 30 feet away from you. When you're right, Chris. When you're right. So she moves along this burial mound to get herself into range of Sirio because of the rules. And then she casts a 2-action harm spell. That is going to be a D8 plus 8 damage, and you get a fort save.
Fort save. Okay. I'm okay at these. 24. No, 22 on the fort save.
That's a pass. It's a good thing because I put an 8 on the dice.
Whoa,
that would have been 16 damage. Your fortitude, though, drops it down to 8.
Wow.
So you will take 8 damage.
Wow, it's painful. I'm down to 21.
Yeah. With this hired muscle, it's his turn. We're going to call him Muscle A. Muscle A is going to burn a couple of move actions. And he's going to have to burn 2 to get himself into melee with Tenru the Hunter. And with his final action, he's going to, I guess he would have had to arm his axe too. Yeah, because he was kind of digging. So he dropped his digging tool, pulled out his axe, ran himself over to Tenru. That's the end of his turn. Let's go ahead and get ourselves 90 feet to the south where Dry Colmay is prone in the grass.
Right.
Dry, it is your turn. You can see this all happening. What do you do?
So I have a question. First of all, if I knew that this was going to happen, I would have my bow in my hand while I was laying down, right?
I don't see why you wouldn't have your bow ready to go.
All right. So I'm going to stand, and I'm going to target old, I can't remember this dude's name.
Wendell. Fucking light him up.
I'm going to target Wendell. I'm going to hunt prey. Wait, and then I'm going to shoot.
Oh my gosh, good luck.
That is a 27.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good roll.
Nice.
You know what, man? You have crit.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, now I got to remember all the dice I got to roll. It's 2D.
It's a lot. You have a pretty sweet longbow.
Yeah,
Oh, no, because
2d8?
it's not natural 20. Jesus, I keep forgetting that.
No, it's just 2D.
Yeah.
2d8 plus and double your damage modifier too, right?
I don't have a damage modifier on my bow.
And the deadly D10.
you get a deadly D10.
That's what it is.
You get 2 D8, and you get the D8 from Hunt Prey.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
So that's 3 D8 and a D10.
Oh my
All right,
god.
so let's just do this slowly.
Wendell's gonna go see his nephew.
So that's 14 plus another
shit.
D8.
Shit.
That's 15 plus a D10. And then that's another 8, so it's 18.
18 damage?
Yeah.
Well, wait,
Is
weren't
it,
you up to 15 plus 8?
Oh, 15 plus 8, sorry. So that's 23.
23.
23 damage.
And then do you do the half your strength mod on your bow, or is that just Mitch's bow?
I should get your strength mod on your bow.
He doesn't have a composite longbow. I think he just has a
I just have
longbow.
a longbow.
Okay.
Wendell, the level 2 human wizard, had 22 HP.
Yes. Oh, that's
So-
the best.
So this is a hero moment. If we used hero points, Dry, you'd be getting one right now. So you stand up You see Wendell there waving his old man arms around. He's got flabby, batwing arms, and
just making fun of old people.
You just take a look at him. You note his weaknesses. You pull back the bow, and that arrow flies, and it just lodges itself into his neck, and he falls down and bleeds out.
That's like a 75, 80 foot long shot too.
It's 90 feet.
90 feet. That's fucking awesome.
You got 120 on that bow. Man, that was pretty dope, Bill. I
was laying in the grass. I saw him attack Tenru. I saw both Braun the Hellripper and her get hit, take damage, and I was just like, nope, not gonna happen.
And we're in daytime or dusk?
Today.
It's day.
Day, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of mid-afternoon.
It's like 4 in the afternoon.
Okay, yeah, so that's...
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's all I got.
This Muscle B doesn't... I think he sees it happen, okay? And he's just like... He goes, to the south! And he's going to take 2 move actions. Get himself over into melee with Sirio.
Uh-oh.
I like how he yells to the south and then runs north.
Runs to the north. And he pulls his axe out as well. He wields a similar axe to the other guy, the other muscle, and he puts himself into melee with Sirio. It is Tenru the Hunter's turn. Ladies and gentlemen, Donnie Gore as Tenru the Hunter. Go for it.
Tenru the Hunter. I knew what I was going to do until she got into melee. Yeah, no, she's going to cast Electric Arc on Clois, which is, you need to do a basic reflex save.
There is an attack of opportunity that occurs because casting in melee with this guy.
Yeah, all right.
Just a 14.
That's a miss.
All right, you dodge out of the way. All right, go for it.
Your reflex save.
Oh, and who are you arcing it to?
Clois.
Yeah, but who else? Because you get 2 targets.
Oh, that's right. B.
Okay. A pass and a fail.
All right. Let me see what the damage on this is. 1d4 plus my spell casting modifier. 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay, so 2 damage to old Clois and 5 damage to Muscle B.
Last action, she'll use the Act Together feat, and her and Braun will essentially just swap positions. So Braun the Hellripper is now in melee with A.
Right, I was looking at that. So there's this Act Together thing you can do where where either Braun or Tenru can take an action, and then in doing so they confer a separate single action on the other non-acting component here. So I guess you used your third action to move Tenru, and then you acted together, which then allowed Brun to basically swap spaces with you, which is smart.
Very smart.
Harem, Brad, how you doing, man? I feel like we haven't heard much from you tonight. Is it because Mitchell Groening is on another plane right now?
Mitchell's gone in another plane, and you're making me play Harem. So I've been taking this time to write a formal complaint.
Have you? Have you guys unionized yet?
No, but that's a great idea. This will be the shortest turn I've ever played. Harem gets up from the grass again, like kind of Dry was explaining. He's got a weapon in his shield already.
Yeah.
So 1 action to stand up, and he's going to move his maximum amount of speed and go 40 fucking feet.
Oh, he's got these little legs. Yeah, he's just trucking along.
Oh man.
I will say, while he's doing this, he is making as much noise as possible, like yelling, screaming, like back from his battle days, like trying to sound like he's an army charging, because this arrow went flying out. And he's like, here comes the cavalry. As he's charging
slowly, I'm hearing that music from Monty Python Holy Grail when they're like, the armies going at each other.
What I was thinking was Steiner from Final Fantasy IX. Remember that guy? No, just me. No. Fine. You know what? The listeners will know. Wow. Okay. Let's go to round 2. Sirio Xavier Sertova, you got a dude with an attack of opportunity in melee with you. What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm curious if the chain gang's doing anything while this is going down.
Actually, I will tell you this. The half-orc has wrapped his arms around the half-elf and is shielding her. and she is hugging herself into him.
Huh.
Well, it's a nice Valentine's Day moment for everybody.
That's true.
Brought to you by
Valentine's
Hallmark.
Day. Brought to you by Hallmark. This, so he's got an axe, this dude in front of me?
He does, yeah. He's got a hatchet, a one-hander hatchet.
Yeah, I'm going to take a 5-foot step out of his reach.
Yeah.
Smart play.
And then I will cast a spell at this guy. We'll do a level 1 Burning Hands.
Yeah.
And so I want to aim my cone so it just kind of clips him. I don't want to hit anyone on the chain gang.
Sure, okay. I'll roll a reflex save. Ooh, that's a fail.
Heck yeah.
All right, so that's going to be 2d6 fire damage. I rolled a 4. So yeah, 4,
dear.
4 fire damage. Triggers my blood magic, so I will get 1 temporary hit point.
That is now going to bring us to Clois. The first thing that Clois does is she's going to provide a buffing ray to Muscle B. Just because we're all having fun here and we're learning about new classes and stuff, I'll just tell you what it is because it's kind of cool. Clois casts a focus spell called Diabolic Edict. With a 30-foot range, it can target one living creature. You issue your edict demanding the target to perform a particular task and offering rewards for its fulfillment. It gains a +1 status bonus to attack rolls and skill checks related to performing the task. And she says, kill that prisoner.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
So
That prisoner is me.
That prisoner's you. And then she's going to cast this ray of energy toward you. There, Sertova. 10 on the die, total of 18 versus your armor class.
Against my armor class, AC is 19.
Misses. Oh, man. Oh, my God. So this energy beam just kind of goes over your head. She curses to herself. It is A's turn. He is going to try and trip Brun the Hell Ripper. That's a 17 on the die for a total of a few points over 20. I think Brun goes prone.
Yeah.
And against Brun's flat-footed armor class, subject to the multiple attack penalty, strikes down with his axe. 19 on the die. That's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
9 damage to Tenru and Brun the Hell Ripper. How's Brun doing?
Prone on the ground and pissed off.
Yeah,
He's hurting. He's hurting. They're about halfway through their lives.
Subject to the multiple attack penalty, he'll miss that one. Okay, that's the end of Muscle A's turn. Dry Colmay, are you going to pick off another one of these targets from back there? Sniper.
Dry is going to take 3 actions. He's going to move to here. He's going to hunt a new prey.
Uh-oh.
Old Clovis up there.
Clovis.
Old Clovis.
Clovis.
And then he's going to fire an arrow at her.
I wish you luck.
Come on, man.
That's a 17 on the die plus 9. So that's 26.
She's got low AC, man. You did it again, you critter.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
She's AC 16.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a 2.
That's incredible.
What is the word for when you're a powerful caster with low HP and
Glass
AC?
cannon.
What is that?
Yeah.
Glass cannon. All right, so that's 9 plus 6 is 15 plus the D10
Come on. Take her down.
plus 9.
Oh, God.
Damn.
So 15 plus 9 is 24.
Wow.
She's almost dead.
That's
She's
incredible.
up. She's hurt. So this
Holy
arrow
shit.
just lodges, just punctures a lung, and you see this like bubbling wound in her chest now as you lodge that arrow.
That's all I got.
Good turn from
all I
Mr.
got, fellas.
Colmay. God, you know what, man? You did but she took 2 damage. Wait a second. So how much was that?
24.
24, yeah.
And she took 2, so it's 26 total.
Wait.
She's still up.
She's got 4 hit points left, boys. So we throw a rock at
Something
her.
like that. Yeah,
we throw a
something like
rock
that.
at her.
Oh my God. It's B's turn. He steps into melee with Sirio, and with a +1 modifier, he brings his hatchet to bear. 19 on the die.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a total of 28.
That's a hit.
Oh, not a crit?
Nope.
What's your AC? 19?
AC is 19.
Ooh, and the burning need. Okay, let me just make sure. 19 He's a 2nd level fighter with 18 strength, so he's an expert, so that brings me to 23, 28. Yeah, 28 with the bonus. Ooh, he almost got you, but he doesn't have you, so he'll just do regular
That's Mitch's handiwork on that armor.
Oh,
8 damage
I'm
to
hurting.
Sirio Xavier Sertova.
Down to 13.
And then, subject to the multiple attack penalty, he's going to grab you, try to restrain you.
Oh, don't touch me. Ugh.
Okay,
What is your fortitude difficulty class?
Fortitude. So that's 10 plus my my
fort
mod. 16.
He gets it, man. Fuck. Even subject to the map, he grabs you. You are now immobilized and flat-footed, as to everyone on the board. Tenru.
Finish him.
Yeah.
I mean, electric arc would take Clovis down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'll do electric arc on Clovis and A.
I like how we're just giving this thing character
Clovis.
extra letters in the name.
Hi,
Oh, I'm
Clovis.
sorry.
Hi, Clovis.
Clovis. We will do electric arc on Clovis and A.
Okay.
No, let's respect the slaver.
She rolled a natural 2 on her reflex
Oh,
save.
good.
So sad.
You don't get to sound disappointed when you roll poorly
Natural
for the
5.
enemies.
2 failures
Yes.
on these guys. Roll high, man.
Yeah.
Fuck her up.
Yeah. God damn it. 5 total damage.
It's not that high, Donnie. It's not.
No,
that
it's
high.
not.
Well, okay. So you do Clovis, or Clovis, as she's now known as. She had 2 HP left. You drop her to the ground.
Good.
You also take a nice big chunk out of B. You know, I was reading the core rulebook the other day, and one of the things it says is that once the primary combatants have been done, it seems clear to me you guys would be able to rout these 2 added muscle guys pretty easily, especially as Dry and Harry make their approach. I
in like 2
consider
turns, though.
this. Oh, yeah. I consider this 1 at this point. You guys are good to go. You're able to kill all of these people. And you see these former slaves now, these prisoners before you. And Dry, Colme, you stand before Jathel. And using that special kind of Technic League slave tool, you take the bolts out, you free them, and what do you do, man? What do you say to Jathel?
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna uncork a healing potion from my belt and hand it to her.
She goes, "Child, I can't
Oh, she's
drink
undead.
these."
Oh, that's right.
Give me that back. Anybody got any poison?
Wait.
Oh,
Harem.
but Harem. Yeah, Harem.
Harem.
Could help her, yeah.
I will cast a double action.
Harem
I'm gonna
can
move over here because
yes,
I
he
don't trust
can.
Harem.
Harem can heal her with harm. Mitch, I assume he does so.
He does it in the form of like a high five.
High fives her. You know, you guys haven't played the computer game, but in the computer game, Jathel and Harem are kind of they're friends. You know, they travel together in the beginning of the game. But in any event, Jathel feeling better. We'll talk about these other former prisoners last time, but I will leave you with this image as Jathel falls into Dry Colme's arms.
Oh, happy
And
Valentine's Day, everybody.
She lets you hold her.
Be like you. She's cold.
Hold her cold, clammy hands.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't have enough sensitivity to even be having this conversation right now. Actually, so why don't we just cut that?
I would leave all of that in there, Mike.